Okay, is the internet a right or a privilege? Well, me being a technology generation kid, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look it up on my iPhone. So when I search that on Google, I get this answer. It says a human right can be described as a necessity of human life. In comparison, it can be assumed that a privilege is a right not owed to humanity. And I'm not gonna bother of what their answer is, but let's go off of that. I would say it leans definitely more towards the right, but I still think it's a bit of a privilege. Only reason I say that is because until I see hobos on the side of the road with an iPad and a card reader for me to give them money instead of, a cup, then I believe it's for surely a right. Because there are still people who don't have access to it, or who do not access to it, who can live without it. But that is a small percentage in this world in comparison to the people who access it and use it on a day-to-day basis. Let's take me for example. I played on a Nintendo 64 as well growing up. But then I went from a GameCube to a PlayStation, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3. Y'all get the idea. So I've kind of got to see technology evolve. But if you take into consideration on how fast it has evolved. The World Wide Web came out in about the 60s, and of course, as we read in our book, it was a government project. Electricity coming out back in the 1800s, it took a long time for us to get to the, electricity. It took a bit longer to get to the internet, but then in this short time span compared to everything else, we have innovated so fast. If you look back like 30 years, I mean, you had the brick cell phones, these big brick cell phones. Now, we got this, something that is small, a little bigger than, a card that we use for playing. Those brick cell phones were very limited to just calling. Even still, minutes still cost something. With my phone, with this, I can call anybody I want, I can text, instant message, I can take 12 megapixel pictures with this thing. I can record a video with this thing. I could have recorded it with this, but I have a DSLR camera, but the quality of it would have been damn near the same. I can access the internet on this thing. I should post something on Facebook. I could also then post something on Instagram. I can even watch the news on this live. I grew up playing on the street with my friends. I'd call them on the home phone, but electronics didn't play a part in my life until I was really about 12 years old. If you were to ask me today if I could live without it, technically I'd say yes, but my life would change dramatically. And I just happen to kind of be a YouTuber for my job. I make car videos. If you want to check it out, it's going to be right there. And I also run car shows. If you want to see what my car show is, check it out, it's right there. The part of what I do for a living is I make videos. That's half of it. So if I don't have a catalyst to where I can share the videos that I make, like the internet, which is the main way I share my videos, that job's out. The big companies, people like Google and Comcast, DirecTV, they all want to make it easily accessible for a fairly affordable price for us to access this internet, because there is a crap load of money involved in it. We watch our movies, our TV shows more often through places like Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime even, but we all stream that data through something.